Good morning guys, welcome back to the Allotment Diaries. My name's Emma, these are my Allotment Diaries. I upload 3 videos a week. Sometimes I put them up at 5 PM and sometimes they go up at a random time. I'm just tired. I've been making these videos for a very long time now and sometimes I do make little slip-ups with the upload dates and stuff, so but I do my best just to make sure I keep putting them up because so many of you enjoy these little allotment diaries. So I have some good news. In my last vlog, I was talking about how overwhelmed I felt with it, and I said I gave some advice and I followed my advice, and I very seldom do that. Usually I give myself advice and then I ignore it, but this time I did follow it, and my advice was to take it in bits and sort of weed areas as you go, sort out the plot in little stages as you go around. Don't try and tackle it all at once, sort of head on. Right, just excuse this for a second. That's a parakeet. Can you hear him? He's so noisy. Can you hear him? Of course you can hear him. He's so noisy. That is a parakeet. We have so many of them on the allotment plot now. So noisy. God, the sound just goes straight through me. Do you know what I mean? It's so noisy. So anyway, what I've been doing over the last few days, since you saw my last vlog, is I've worked my way around the plot and just worked on individual areas, pathways, plot, raised beds and things like that until it's sort of, well, it looks like this now. Easier for me to sort of show you, but the plot is looking so much more in control and maintained now. So we've got, you know, I tackled this bit with you guys and I showed you this bit and also the gooseberry bush, but if we come down here towards the archway now, look at this. Beautiful, beautifully maintained beds. And then this area here was the really big area that was really like just weedy everywhere, and I've really gone to town with it and pulled all the weeds up. I've done the flower bed as well. You might be able to see there's a few new plants here. I'll talk about those in a minute. But yeah, everything has been really weeded around here. Got the sweet corn weeded, all of this, and it's made such a huge difference. Still not perfect, there's still some weeds around the place and stuff, and it still needs a little bit of touching up here and there, but the difference it makes when you take your plot in manageable chunks instead of trying to tackle the whole thing at once is huge. And like I said, I never follow my own advice. I'm very bad at that, but this time I did, and I'm very glad that I did, because I feel like the plot, I just feel happy here. I just feel on top of it now and I feel a little bit more in control. So let me show you what I went and did, because also whilst I was very good with weeding, I was very bad in the garden centre, and I fell into a garden centre and I accidentally came out with loads of new plants to plant out today, and that's exactly where I'm going to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start planting them in, and I'll tell you what they are as I go around and plant them, because what I've done, I had to leave them all here yesterday but I didn't want them to get stolen, so what I've done is I put them where they're going to be planted out in the hope that they look like they're already planted. So if anyone came along, they wouldn't see a big pile of brand new plants in pots, you know, they would just see plants around the place. So anyway, that was the plan. Let's just plant them out. Right, first plants that I picked up are these gorgeous perennial flowers. I will tell you what they are in a second. I actually do know the name of these, but I've forgotten. Hang on a second. There we go, Lythrum Dropmore Purple. These are perennial flowers, and I thought they would be perfect to my little wildlife sort of planting under the apple tree, because I want to get more perennials in here that come back every year and just make my life a bit easier. I got two. So let's place them. I don't really know what I'm doing when I place plants. I'm sort of just putting them where I think and sort of guessing a little bit, but I'm not sure. I think what we'll do is just whack them in, and then we'll just keep adding to this area. I really want to get some geums in this area. I think that look absolutely stunning. But let's get these ones in now. I think the trick with planting any perennial is to make the hole bigger than the perennial pot and then fill it back in. I think that is the main sort of rule. Make the hole big I think it just allows the roots to spread a bit better in the soil, I think. It rings a bell. So if it rings some kind of bell, you know, some kind of bell is going off in my head, so it must be right. Okay, in you go, mate. Just another quick thing as well, when I buy plants, I look at them and see, do I like them? Are they pretty? Do I want to buy it? Yes, is usually the answer. I read the back every single time, and on this one, so Lythrum Rosy Gem, it actually likes boggy, damp conditions and full sun. And I thought, well, that is perfect for this area here, because this area here floods quite a lot in the autumn winter time, and also it gets absolute full sun from over there where we've got all of the sort of like lacquer trees and stuff. So it should be really, really happy here, to be honest. I really hope it is. Right, absolutely lovely. I think they'll be really happy in their new home there. I've also brought a new dahlia, just to replace the one in the middle that got, where is he? There he is. Can't even see him anymore, totally annihilated. This one seems to be doing okay, and then there's another one there which is absolutely stunning, so he's going in now. Okay, so I just came down the back of the plot here to plant in this absolute flipping stunner of a dahlia. Isn't this gorgeous with the dark foliage? I've never grown this one before, like from a tuber, and it's called Dahlia Deliamina. Dahlia Deliamina. Absolutely, when I saw this in the garden centre, I couldn't stop myself getting it. It was £6 and it's quite a substantial size of a plant. It actually looked dead in the garden centre because it had so many dead flowers on it, and I think people were just not buying it. But I deadheaded it in the garden centre and I was like, yeah, that'll come back to life, and it has. It has literally overnight. I was going to put it here in this dahlia bed, but the problem I've got is I've noticed that actually a lot of the dahlias in here are doing okay and might actually grow. And also zinnia seeds have germinated, which is absolutely unbelievable because I didn't think anything would happen with these, but I've got zinnias in here too, so I'm not sure whether I really want to disturb this bed. Maybe I'll leave this bed and see what it does. Do you know what? I never ever plant flowers near the front of my plot. It's always at the back, it's always like out the way. Maybe they need to come to the front. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm actually thinking here. Okay, so I went in this bed with the cosmos flowers, and it's not a bed I'd normally think to put flowers in because we've got all the lettuce, and I think we've got celeriac and parsnips in here, but that's why I did it, because normally I'd put them in with the rest of the flowers. I feel like it's nice to mix flowers and veg up a little bit more this year, you know, and just be a bit experimental with where I'm planting things. Hi Einstein, what do you think of the new flowers? Are you happy with them all? Yeah? You think they're in good places? Excellent. yeah, I'm happy. It's nice to grab some new flowers actually and just brighten the plot up a little bit, make it look a little bit, I don't know, more colourful, more exciting. You know, I mean, this area over here, the flower area, is looking stunning. When these flowers all sort of bush out a little bit, I mean, that's just absolutely lovely, and I cannot wait for these gladiolis to flower. It's going to be stunning. Right, next job of the day, I'm going to weed one of my beds. I've left it, I've chosen it today specifically. I mean, I don't know if you're the same, but when I get to my allotment plot, I kind of want all of it done. I want to do all of it at once, and it's just not practical and it's not sustainable. That's when you get the overwhelm. So it's a really good idea just to choose little areas and work it. So we're going to do the front bed. Let me show you the state of it. It's definitely not the worst bed in the world, but we've got some, I think these are pumpkins or maybe squashes in here. We've got some beetroot growing, and then we've got a row of carrots in there somewhere, but you can also see a lot of weeds. So we're going to completely weed this bed now. We're going to focus 100% on it, and it's going to look so much better at the end of this. And another potato. There we go, so much better. It didn't take me very long. Now the carrot row I'm struggling with, I'm sure you can see down here. In the middle of the beetroot, which again is doing so well, I can't believe it. There's loads of carrots growing, but there's a few weeds, but I'm not sure if it's worth getting all the weeds out at risk of pulling up some of the carrots. Do you know what I mean? So I think I might leave that to be just a little bit weedy. Maybe wait until the weeds get bigger and then I can pull them out a bit easier. But yeah, look at the beetroot. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. I should always start it in modules. Wow, the pea structure is just about holding up, and it's so, I mean, I'm so worried about it because the peas are just about ready to start harvesting. So I picked loads today. I might pick a few more before I go as well, but the hope is that when all of these ones on the top have been picked, I'm just going to cut it down and hope that maybe that gives me more. I don't know, we will see. But look, it's literally hanging on by a thread. I don't know what to say. I don't know how that has stayed up. It's absolutely insane. I actually brought some bamboo canes. I'm going to make another pea structure for my late summer peas, which will be going in as soon as they're germinated really, and as soon as they're big enough, and I will find space for them. I also have cucumbers to go out as well, so I don't know when I'm going to do the cucumbers or where they're going to go. Well, broad beans and peas today for my harvest. Quite a big basket here, so that is the first proper official harvest from the allotment plot. Very exciting. So next time when I come here on Monday, I will be weeding the back bed, sorting out all the fruit bushes, planting some more things in. So do come and join me then. If you enjoy these vlogs, do subscribe, and I will see you again on Monday. Have a lovely gardening weekend, guys. See you Monday. Bye.